Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Bella, but I go by the Bella Fix. If you're not, what's up? I am a New York City wife and mom, Latina content creator. I have many children. I am also a full-time employee, and I also go to school. So with everything, I tend to do all of the things. And in this channel, what I tend to do is talk about lifestyle, motherhood, and self-care. And I'm talking self-care for you, the parent, because, you know, survival of the fittest, okay? And right now, realistically, I am having the last 10 minutes of a is it self-care? No, I would say it's lifestyle, definitely lifestyle for me, because I do this every 2 weeks, sometimes monthly, but it gets done. And right now we have like the last 5-10 minutes of my alone time and what I did today productively for my house, for my children. And if you are following me on any of the other platforms and you have not followed me here, please do not feel pressured to subscribe. I only want you to subscribe, share, and comment on any of my things if you resonate with anything that I speak about. If you are a parent, if you have a very stay-at-home lifestyle, if you need tips and tricks on how to navigate a big house, a big role, if you are the momager, if you are the person that takes care of everything, and if you need to have a little bit more organization in your pep and step, okay? Your pep in a step, step and pep. A pep in your step. There it is. So getting really quick into it, because like I said, I only have 10 minutes, but you guys already know all of my other platforms are the Bella Fix. I have Instagram and I have TikTok, and you can follow me on both because I do different things on all accounts. But anyways, nitty gritty. Today, I woke up at 5 a.m. I got all of my kids ready. I did lunches, took them to school, prepared my breakfast, did all of those things, put gas in the car, did all of that before 7:30. By 7:30, I was already en route to Jersey to go grocery shopping at my first supermarket. Because today, within 6 hours, your girl went to 3 supermarkets, came home, meal prepped a breakfast, which I'm going to put the recipe below because it's amazing. And I did some snacks for myself because your girl gets busy, okay? So we went to 3 supermarkets. We did 4 meal preps, and then we came back and we did some laundry. All before 3 o'clock. 7, yeah, 3 o'clock. 8 hours. 8 hours, not 6 hours. So the way I was able to get all of those things done was by organizing myself the night before. I wrote a list. It was a huge list of all of the things that I needed from the supermarket. And then I categorized them by supermarket. That way I wasn't going down the list like this in every supermarket trying to find what I needed and not miss anything from each location. So I broke the list down into 3 supermarkets. And then I categorized my travel time based on how far the supermarket was going to be to my home. So I went to Walmart, I went to Trader Joe's, and then I finished at the Fresh Market. At Walmart, I get all of my quantity, very big products, like my eggs. I get the 60 count. And in Walmart, it's usually like around $9, $9.99. If you can get to a Walmart and you have a big family and you use a lot of eggs, definitely get the eggs from Walmart. Don't get them from your local supermarket. You're gonna have to buy a dozen for like $6, and it just doesn't make sense. At least for me. I'd rather get 60 eggs, you know? Anyways, so I get my big quantity items from Walmart. And then I also put gas next to Walmart because I put gas in Jersey. And in Jersey right now, gas is looking at like $2.57 all the way up to like $2.72, which is the highest I've seen it. Versus in New York State, where, you know, I live in New York, but I cross the bridge all the time. Versus in New York, where you can see prices go up to $3, and like I've seen it as high as $3.60. Okay, so definitely a dollar less for an entire gas tank. Yeah, I'm gonna save my coins, okay? So I go to Walmart, and in Walmart it took me, I want to say Walmart took approximately an hour and a half total, like ready to check out. And that's because I also get my candles at Walmart. So I have to go through the store. I go through the groceries first and I start at the back and then I come forward and then I make a beeline to the home goods section where I get my candles. I get my candles from Walmart. They're blue. I don't know what size they are, but they're the medium regular size candles and I get them for like $2. Now in New York, in the Bronx, you go to Botanica, you're looking at like $4, $4 or $5 sometimes. I've never seen them higher than $2. So when I go, I stack up on my candles. I gotta get my candles from my patron saint. So we don't play about that. We're very holy over here, very blessed, very protected, very divine. Anyways, sorry. So I have to go to the home goods side, get my candles. I'll also get my vitamins. Sometimes I'll get extra towels. I'll look at the bottles they have. I like to swap my kids' bottles every 2 to 3 months, especially the ones from school, because they get gunky no matter how much you clean them. So I always kind of go through a big sweep there. When I'm done with that, you see her? When I'm done with that, I check out, then I go put gas. I am in and out of New Jersey. I start driving there by 7:30. So I'm already en route to the other supermarket. I want to say by like a solid 10:15. By 10:15, I'm already en route to Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's takes me from Jersey to Trader Joe's. It takes me like 45 minutes because it takes me like 25 minutes, 30 minutes from Jersey to the Bronx. And then from the Bronx, I go to the Trader Joe's in Scarsdale, and that's like a good 15 minutes depending on traffic. So it takes me like 40 minutes, 45 minutes to get there. Once I get there, I know exactly what I'm getting, and I am shooting for the produce. Okay, that is my produce supermarket. I can get a lot of other things there. Honestly, I could do a whole compra there, but their produce, fresh, okay? I get my green peppers, red peppers, tomatoes, potatoes, sweet potatoes, oranges, lemons, limes. I get everything from Trader Joe's. I also get my cheeses, my hams, my meats, my bacons, my steak. You know, we have steak every Friday, me and hubby. That's our little breakfast date, steak and eggs. We do that every Friday. Get that from Trader Joe's because they got the best Angus steaks. They got the best sirloins, the best sirloins. So I got all of those things from Trader Joe's. I last in Trader Joe's, I want to say like an hour, not because it's big, but because I like to take my time. I love me some Trader Joe's. Me and Trader Joe's, we go together real bad. We go together real bad. So we are looking at, I get to Trader Joe's around 11, right? I'm there for like an hour. I leave by 12. I'm already in the grocery store, like already packed. Everything's good. And then I just go across the street to Fresh Market. And in Fresh Market, I am looking at the miscellaneous things. The things that I wouldn't normally get, but I get, you know, Fresh Market is like, I get my Indian sauces from there. I get my pastries from there, like my cranberry and orange scones from there. I'll also get chocolates from there, sushi from there. I'll get my white asparagus from there because it's really, really good. If I want to go fancy and get a really fancy water, sparkling water, that's where I go. Fresh Market. Can't go wrong without it. And they always like to have a lot of celebratory dishes and celebratory meals for the holidays. So they had a lot of like Valentine's Day stuff. They had all different types of pretzels, and I ended up getting them and giving them to my parents. They have a lot of pies. They have just a lot of fresh things. But I don't stay there long. I stay there probably like maybe 30 minutes tops. I'm never there that long because by then I already have everything I need, you know? So by the time I'm done fully and I am leaving Scarsdale, I am basically in my car by like 12:30, 12:45-ish, and I am heading home by like 1. I'm already on the highway by 1. And it takes me, again, 15, 20 minutes to get to my house. Park, I came up, put all of the groceries away, and it took me a very long time. I mean, a very long time. I had to do two cart pulls, like the grocery carts. I had to go upstairs 2 times to get all the food out. Plus, it was really bad this season. Like it was snowing really bad, so the weather was bad. The street outside was bad, so the cart was hard to pull. Like it was just a mess. all in all, I'm still not done putting groceries away. If I'm being 100% honest, I'm not going to be able to finish putting groceries away, but at least I have the groceries, you know? And I go in through the basement. I went in through the basement this time so that I can see if there was anybody doing laundry. And look, I already took off my nails. It's the next week. So now it's my weekly. Today, I'm going to do my nails at the end of the night when everyone is ready for bed. But I was able to put in 2 loads of laundry all while putting groceries away. So all in all, it sounds like I'm talking a lot and I'm doing a lot, but I really have been doing a lot. And I chose to talk about this because sometimes having a productive day, like having an alone day, does not mean just being in the house doing nothing or reading a book. I would love that. Honestly, I do my book reading in my car. Like I listen Audible, I do Everand, and I actually read physical books when I'm doing laundry downstairs. Today I didn't do it, clearly because I'm putting food away, but you know, all in all, groceries, now I'm putting that away, laundry, 2 loads of laundry, and then meal prep. I have the luxury of having about 2 hours left. Now remember, I'm backtracking, so it was 2 hours in between because I got home like around 1:15. So I was able to do meal prep. And the way I basically did that was I just grabbed everything from the food that I was supposed to put away. I put all of the essentials away, clearly, like the freezer, all of that stuff. Put all of those things first. You always want to put all of those things first so they don't go bad. And if you have a little time, definitely do some meal prep. I like to do meal prep, not for anything major, but for little snacks here and there because I'm a very busy mama. And sometimes I don't have time to do a lot of food for myself because I eat very differently than my kids. My kid in the back is over here eating a SpongeBob ice cream. Not even kidding. But I eat very differently from the kids. So I made egg salad for myself. I made chicken salad, egg salad, broccoli and sweet potatoes. And then I made myself this amazing breakfast. Amazing breakfast. It is filled with spinach, egg whites, cottage cheese, potatoes, tomatoes. You can definitely add bacon or some type of chicken sausage to it, and then your seasonings. But it is so good. I mean, so good. So good. And it's definitely a really big protein breakfast. So I did that. And now I'm talking to you guys. I know I said I only had like 10 minutes and I feel like this is probably like 15. I don't know. But realistically, that is what I did in the entire day. What is the moral of this video? What is the reason I am talking to you about all of this today? Do you have any clue? No? None at all? I'm going to tell you. Sometimes life is not going to be chaotic. Sometimes that's just the flow of how things go. You just have to learn how to manage it when it comes. There's going to be days, like for myself, I have days where I am not moving. Like I am still. I am very much in the presence of where I'm at. And I am allowing myself to take the day. And then there's normal days like today where I have not stopped since I woke up. But that's normal. And that's life with a lot of kids. That's life as a married person. That's life in New York City. You know, that's motherhood. That's self-care. That is lifestyle. That is everything all encompassing. And I know this is like a weird thing, but I just want to tell you that it's realistic and it's okay. It's okay to have days like today. Very much okay to have days like today. Do not beat yourself up if you feel like you did too much or you're over exasperated. Sometimes it's you know, you have to gear up for that day because it just has to get done. And then other times you take the day. Today for me was not one of those beautiful mornings. Today was very much a productive day, but it got done. And this mama made it happen. Okay. We did breakfast. Woke up, multiple children. They did not wake up happy today. Took them to school, did their lunches, put gas in the car, went to 3 supermarkets, did 4 meal preps, 2 loads of laundry, and now I'm doing a video. Like, hello, we are superpowers. We are superhuman. We are that girl. And if you have days like me today, stick in for the ride, y'all, because I know I don't talk about it often, but this is the lifestyle. This is the lifestyle that I live, and this is the lifestyle that I will never trade for the world. okay? My man, my husband, my kids, my family, wouldn't trade them for the world. For the world. And I hope you don't either. Do not give up on your lifestyle. Do not give up on what you're doing. Just sit down and organize. If you have to go to multiple supermarkets like I did, break it down by category. Break down your schedule by travel time, okay? Try to habit stack. If you still want to do your reading, get an Everand. Get an app where you can listen to it while you're in the car. Or listen to affirmations. You know, still put in the things that you do daily for yourself, like I've spoken in other videos, but habit stack. Play with it. Do what you gotta do to keep yourself centered while still being able to produce and be that girl, okay? Be that girl for that family, because I know I do. I know I am. And that's why I speak a lot about lifestyle, motherhood, and self-care. This video was probably gonna be one of the most random videos that you will ever see, but it's real and it's realistic, and I needed you guys just to see it. And I'm obviously very flustered. You can see it in my face, but it's okay. See you guys next week.